Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen. I received a message that there's a message for you today. So I'm just going to center my energy and see who's coming in to bring a message for you. One sec. Hello, everyone. This is the Council of Trust. We have another important update for you about things that are coming in the very near future. This update is to help you progress through the month of May. Or if you're watching this video later, it is in right timing that the message is for the month ahead of where you are now. We mentioned in the last transmission that there are many active energies coming into the earth, and these are moving you forward in your spiritual journey, moving you forward to becoming who you truly are. As you move through this period, there is one very important thing that you need to do, and that is go with the flow. What we mean by this is many of you are comparing your journeys to the journeys of others, and that is a very typical thing to do amongst humans, to talk about your experiences and then to wonder why you are not having the same experience as someone else. However, as you move closer to your Great Awakening moment, and as humanity moves closer to the awakening of the earth and the mass awakening of many individuals on the earth, each of you moves more solidly into your own individual path. So it is important to trust, again, tap into the Council of Trust for assistance with that. It is important to trust and to acknowledge that whatever is happening in your world or in your emotions or in your situations is part of this progression that is gaining speed and gaining. Okay, they're giving me the word intensity, but then they want to say not intensity in a bad way. Volume of love energy and number of changes going on in your life. If you have managed to hold an energy of hope, an energy of trust, many of these changes will be flowing quite smoothly for you. However, if any of the things that are going on in your life, you are spending time worrying about them, trying to stop them, working against them, wondering what's going on, and spending time scrolling and watching videos to try to analyze what's going on, that is going to make your journey more cumbersome. The fastest way to get to where you are wishing to go and where your soul is wishing to go is to find the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance will be a key term both as you head toward your Great Awakening moment and following your Great Awakening moment. It is to your advantage to spend time focusing on what is the path of least resistance. And most often, or we dare say always, the path of least resistance is that path of choices and decisions and moves or allowings of movement that's going on around you that causes the least tension in your inner core and brings you the most joy or leaves you the most time in your day to seek joy. In other words, if you find yourself spending time ruminating on how to stop these things, control these things that are going on in your path, you are not leaving much time in your day for seeking joy, for doing things that you enjoy. A great gift that you can give to yourself right now as you move through, no matter where you feel you are on the path, the greatest gift you can give to yourself is to just enjoy your life, whatever that means to you. It will mean something different to each and every one of you. Some people enjoy doing their taxes. Do your taxes. Some people get the exact opposite of joy out of doing their taxes. Get somebody else to do your taxes. It is not always play or time in nature or free time type activities that have to be the activities that bring joy to your soul. Cleaning and organizing your environment can bring joy to your soul, only if it brings joy. So be discerning. Really look at how you are spending your days, at what your thought patterns are. Can you improve them? Or are they seeking the path of least resistance, encompassing hope and trust, and leaving time for you to focus on finding enjoyment in your life? If you are following those guidelines, you will accelerate and assist the opening up of your path toward your great awakening moment. As we mentioned, many of you are on the precipice of your great awakening moment, but then that drives the human mind, in some of you, into, but when is it going to be? How is it going to look? What do I have to do to get there? Stop. When that happens, take a breath and do the breathing exercise that we outlined in the last few videos. Just breathe for a count of 5, in breath and out breath, or whatever kind of breathing feels good to you. Recognize your center core of light. Just acknowledge it. You may feel it, you may not feel it, and then expand your awareness out to your love energy body outside of you. Just for a second, and stretch it. Just imagine that you are stretching a bubble around you, encompassing more light and bringing your light out into more of your world. Bringing your light out into more of your world will help to assist you in following these guidelines that we gave you at the beginning of this message. None of this is new information. This is information that humans very commonly forget as they move through the earthly aspects of their earthly life. So we remind you, we encourage you. Think of us as coaches, coaching you, running along the sideline beside you, giving you guidelines how to stay in your own lane, how to clear the path ahead of you, and how to get to the ultimate goal. So when discussing your path, your experiences with others of like-minded spiritual, on the like-minded spiritual path, it is to your advantage to talk about the things that are happening in your life with a lens of joy and hope and trust. Make sure that you are not comparing yourself to others, that you are all who are talking celebrating the differences in the path. Each of you has different messages popping up on social media in front of you. Do you really think the algorithm is only controlled by a set of code? The messages that appear before you on social media, in nature, on billboards that you drive by, on anything, feathers that land in your path, these messages are unique for you. And if you think you are not receiving guidance or messages, you are simply missing them. Consider everything around you as a possible message. If you believe it and recognize it, you will increase your ability to translate the messages that your guides are sending you. Not all guides communicate to you with spoken language. Many, many of you are receiving messages in symbols, in metaphors, in things that stand out to you. And you are encouraged to consider everything to be guidance from those who surround you and love you and honor you and run along the sidelines with you. If you are feeling doubt, if you are feeling a lack of movement in your life, ask. Ask your guides, ask us, the Council of Trust, to help you to gain more confidence, to shower you with trust energy. Ask for assistance and then be open to receiving this stream of trust energy that will flow towards you. If you are watching this video, you are steps away from all of the joy and enlightenment and experience that your heart and soul desires. It is merely a process now of allowing and unfolding in right time for the path that you chose for yourself. Do not place timelines. Do not compare to the timelines of others. You are a unique, sovereign being of light, walking a human path that you designed for yourself. So honor that. Be thankful for the path that you are on, and this will assist you in moving forward in a comfortable way and in a way that promotes the most growth. So in the month of May, path of least resistance, trust, joy. Thank you. Interesting. I've been in these WhatsApp groups that I talked about in the last video. I feel like they read our messages, and they do. They're there with us, right? I know that the guides have said that they read your comments on YouTube. Big Bertha has talked about reading your comments on YouTube. So the Council of Trust is made up of all of your guides. That's what they have told me. They are everyone's guides, and like, I can't fathom this. There's just trust in here. And this is what was so strange for me when I first started receiving these, is like, what do you mean everybody's guides? Somehow there's a portion of them that is all connected, and it's coming through me. And so these are your guides talking to you. So there has been doubt, there has been impatience, or impatience of like, when is it going to happen? And I don't know if I'm doing it right, and I don't want to be doing this anymore. And have I ever been caught in, I don't want to be doing this anymore? Like, I don't mean I don't want to be here. Just like, let's go. What's going on? Why is it not happening? I'm doing all the things. The reason it's not happening, that's what they're saying. And I keep getting this message too. The reason it's not happening is because this is not the time. You're looking at a timeline that was planned for someone else, and asking questions about yourself. You know what I mean? So there has been an agenda set for you of a timeline and the experiences that you're supposed to have. And it's hard sometimes. I know. Like, I'm getting messages that I'm right on the edge too, like right on the edge of awakening. And I'm even having things happen in my life where I feel like I'm kind of wrapping some things up at work. Like nothing's going on with me losing my job or anything, but I don't know, all of a sudden taking all these planning documents that I had and like putting them on Teams so that the whole team can see them, where I had them, just on my private drive before. And it's like, why am I doing that? And I always get like, because you're almost done your time there, not because something bad's going to happen, because like in my dream ascended world, I don't work where in the corporate environment that I work in right now. So I've been asking for like abundant early retirement. And like, I find myself inadvertently making preparations, and they're telling me, yeah, that just keep going, because you're doing that because you're not going to be here for much longer, because I'm going to be I don't know, flitting back and forth between the other side of awareness and here, and helping people to, come through and get used to things after their great awakening. I don't know. This is what they told me. So I've had to get used to the fact as well that I don't get messages the same way some people do. Right? Like it took a long time. They come in from back here, like there's somebody back there talking, but it's not a voice, it's a knowing. But I know that like that's where I pay attention. If it's coming from back there, that's what I channel. If it's coming from up here, I'm thinking and I need to stop. So I had to get used, like, my friend Cindy uses a pendulum, and I watch tarot readers and things like that. And like, that's not how I do it. So as this started to evolve in me, it took a bit for me to sort of believe it and believe in myself and have the confidence to do what they were telling me to do. And boy, like as soon as I did this, like stuff has happened in my life, abundant stuff, and all kinds of other fulfilling, lovely, wonderful stuff, and spiritual friends, which I had been asking for because I only had a couple of spiritual friends. And now I've got like a whole Patreon group of amazing spiritual friends. By the way, I'll put a link at the end in case you want to check out our Patreon community because it's beautiful. It's also called Colleen Walks the Talk too on Patreon. And so like all these things have started to happen to me as I embraced my version of channeling, and that was Big Bertha. And then this Simon starts coming through, and Callie and the Council of Trust. And it's like, okay, I'll do it. And I had to get used to giving timelines, like there's a lot of pressure in saying something's going to happen in a certain month. But I like how they open it up. Like it's in the month forward from when you're watching this, because everybody's on their own timeline. I'm really excited by this guidance. I think it's really cool that we're all like moving forward at all different rates and all different experiences, and yet we're all going to land in the same place eventually. And a bunch of us are going to land there at the same time, apparently, in the Great Hall of Awakenings. So they seem to be still working on the timeline that they gave in the last video. So maybe I'll see you soon in the Great Hall of Awakenings. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.